Okay, so hopefully narinig ako, no? Ayun. Although yun, nagsasalita na ako. So, if you are not able to hear me, please do tell me so. Okay? Um, so this is feedback and ayan, this is feedback and control systems class. And I would like first to do a little orientation, although I have uh, said na we will be um, having some orientation by some recorded lecture, pero still I would like to talk some things, okay, uh, especially those that would really be affecting how we conduct our course, and at the same time how we would be how we would be um, how we would be using some of the tools that are available to us. Okay. So, although ang concern ko, okay, I haven't communicated with with Sir John Ray yet. Okay. Kaya lang kasi as of now, 6 pa lang tayo. We are only 6 in the class. Okay. So, I'm not really sure how we would be proceeding. Okay. Especially na 6 pa lang tayo. Okay. What again was the minimum number of students for class to uh, proceed or to move on? Naalala niyo ba? O yun,
12 po
12.
yata, sir.
Okay, so kung 12, since we are only 6 as of now, I don't know what would happen pa. Okay. But again, meron kasi akong other class, okay, ng control systems scheduled for 7 to 9 every Tuesday and Friday din. Okay. And sa kabilang section naman, they are around, I think, check ko lang Ayun, they are around 5 sa kabilang section. So, I'm not really sure kung anong plano. Okay, pero if the minimum is 12, okay. Maybe there's a possibility na baka pwedeng emerge na lang kayong dalawa. Okay. But I'm not sure kung that would be okay, or if that would be needed to be done. Okay. For one thing, I had this experience before that meron akong I have classes. I have taught classes na lang sila, mga basta less than 12. Okay. Siguro mga 8 ganun. Okay, or 7. Pero the section the class was not this one. Okay. Ang reasoning is that that class is a regularly conducted class, which means based sa curriculum, implemented siya on that particular term na ino-offer siya. Okay. The thing is that this class is a petition 1. Okay, petition class ito. Okay, so ayun, kaya hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin. Tapos number 2 rin kasi, there was an option. There was no option for that class yung hinahandle ko before. There was no option for that class to merge with another class, kasi sila lang yung nag-iisang section na ganun. Okay. So I'm not really sure. Probably later tonight or tomorrow, I'll ask Sir John Ray on what would happen, on what the future of the class of this would be. Okay, pero just in case na he would ask me back. Okay ba kayo sa schedule na Tuesdays and Fridays 7 to 9 p.m.
Conflict po, sir.
Sinong may conflict?
Ako po, sir. Matay po.
Ikaw. Ikaw. Yung iba, si Coretana.
Pwede naman, sir.
Okay. Si Francisco. Wala siyang sagot. Ayun. Wala kang mic. Sige, go. Ayun. Pero if ever lang okay ba sa'yo yung 7 to 9 na schedule? Tuesday to Friday. PM. Gabi. After this. Yung after this class. Yun naman yung schedule ko din. Okay. Ako rin kasi may hawak nun. Okay, si Francisco. Ikaw pangatungan. Okay, ganun. So, si Ten Matay yung merong Okay. So, kung may conflict naman si Ten Matay, I'll ask the other section naman if they would be able, if they can, if possible lang if it is possible that they can merge with this section. Okay, so titignan natin kung ano yung possible solution. Okay. So, the possibilities would be something like either both classes would remain, okay, which means both classes would retain sections as it is, okay, or either one of the class would be dissolved and be merged into another class. Okay, pero as of now, may conflict kay Mr. Ten Matay. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, kasi ang isa ko iniisip, baka kasi pabayaran sa inyo yung lacking dun sa sa enrollment. Okay, pero ito I really don't, I am not really sure kung binago ng registrar yung or ng school administration yung ganong policy, okay, with regards to undersized classes. Okay? Kasi I haven't experienced undersized class during this time na nag-online class tayo. Wala pa ako naranasan na undersized class, which is surprising kasi we thought we would be having less enrollment. Okay? And actually, kung hindi lang din ako siguro, actually medyo delayed din ako kasi sa pag-submit ng grades ng previous class ng control systems. So, baka that's another factor why konti pa lang kayo ngayon. Okay, so baka pag nag-submit na ako ng grades, madagdagan na kayo. Okay, so tinatapos ko actually tapos na ako, ini-evaluate ko na lang. Ayun. So I don't know if I'm not really sure kung ano yung mangyayari kasi baka naman hindi nagbago na sila ng policy na kahit na undersized class, baka hindi na kayo pabayaran kasi online naman so I don't know, hindi ako masyadong privy kung ano yung pero I'll ask tomorrow if as soon as Sir John Ray would be able to give me a feedback, okay, would give me an answer dun sa mga questions ko, I'll be giving you a more definitive answer. Okay. Pero please prepare for something like we would be merging you in another class. Okay. Worst case, kung parehong may conflict sa parehong schedule, baka maghanap tayo ng common schedule na wala kayo parehong conflict, which is really difficult to do also. Okay. Or if we will not be dissolving any of the classes, baka maanuhan natin yung possibility na baka may additional tayong bayaran. Although there's a possibility, again, i-verify ko. Okay? So, is that understood?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. So, hopefully wala tayong bayaran kasi alam naman natin na mahirap maghanap ng ano ngayon, mahirap maghanap ng pera ngayon at may ganitong sitwasyon tayo. Okay? So hopefully the school would be generous enough na kapag pinatuloy itong undersized class natin, we would still be able to not have additional fees. Pero if you were up to me, and the school would insist on having additional payments, okay, because the class is undersized, I would be taking steps in order for you to be merged into another class. Okay? So in that case, ang magkakaproblema naman doon actually ako. Ako naman magkakaproblema doon kasi underloaded naman ako. Okay, pero that would be fine with me. Hindi naman masyadong hindi naman mabawasan ng konti yung sweldo ko, pero okay lang naman. Wala namang magiging kaso doon. Kasi naman din na kasi five students lang kayo, tapos 12 pala yung required. So 7 yung babayaran nyo, just in case. 7 yung babayaran nyo. Malaki-laki din yun, kahit na paghahatian yun, di ba? Okay, so tingnan natin kung ano magagawa natin paraan. Okay. And I'd expect na after I submit my grades sa registrar by tomorrow, it's probable na maladagdagan naman kayo. Okay. So sige. Now let's move on. Okay. For some kind of an orientation. Okay. So we are now having what we would call the synchronous session. Okay. So as you might have been oriented before, classes are oriented in two manners. Okay. Or courses are conducted in two manners. Okay. In this time of that we are not able to meet face to face. Okay. So we would be having synchronous sessions, which means these are classes conducted online and live. Okay. So which means I would be interacting with you, okay, via Teams. Okay. And the other part of this conduct of classes, the asynchronous learning. Okay, so collectively we have come to know this as RASL or RASL, in terms of the language used by the school. Okay. RASL or RASL stands for remote asynchronous synchronous learning. Okay. So what would happen is that every session or every week we would be dividing our sessions into synchronous sessions and asynchronous learning. So when we say that the session is asynchronous learning, okay, that means we will not meet online, but rather you would be given course materials that you need to work on in order for you to study. Okay. So it doesn't mean that if you don't have a synchronous session, it means it's your free day. Okay? Hindi ganun yung interpretation natin with not having a meeting. Okay? What we mean by not having a meeting, okay? It means that you are to study, okay? You are to study independently without teacher's intervention. Okay, so I need not to intervene, okay, or I need not to be there in order for you to study. Okay, you have to do tasks, okay, that are assigned to you for that day. Okay, and you should use that time in order for you to do the task. Okay, so it should not also be construed as parang hindi kayo or wala kayong gagawin po during the time. Okay, hopefully try to make yourself productive, okay, by doing some of the work that you are assigned to do. Okay, maaaring hindi kayo binigyan ng assignment during that time, okay, na asynchronous learning yung setup. Okay. But meron akong binigay sa inyo na hindi niyo pa natatapos or meron kayong dapat na gawin na hindi niyo pa natapos before. Okay. So, hopefully, you use that time to catch up on some of the other works that you are to do. Okay. So, that's asynchronous learning. Okay. The other part is this one, the synchronous session. Okay. So, medyo arbitrary yung pagpili natin. We will choose arbitrarily which sessions or which schedule are considered synchronous and which are considered asynchronous. Okay. Halimbawa, last week, okay, yung first meeting natin supposedly or yung first schedule natin, I decided it to be asynchronous. Okay. Now this week, I decided both of the meetings that we are scheduled for this week, both the Tuesday and the Friday, to be synchronous. Okay. Because I am thinking na if I will be able to discuss everything, okay, today, this week, I would be able to at least I would be able to not really require you to attend a synchronous session next week. Okay. So that you would have the freedom to do whatever you want to do next week. Okay. Anyways, next week is Christmas week na rin halos eh. Okay, so baka pwede ko nang ibigay sa inyo yung bakasyon nyo muna, if ever. Okay. Pero that depends on what we will be able to finish until Friday. Kasi baka kailanganin ko pa kayong ipatawag for a synchronous session next week, okay, in order to finish up something. Okay. Pero still, we still have that option of we still have that option of we still have that option of having the asynchronous learning instead. Okay. Now, during also asynchronous sessions, you will be provided with course materials. Okay. So yung course materials ninyo would be on this kind of app. Okay. We call the OneNote. So even from the announcements I made last Thursday until today, okay, I always mention this OneNote app because this is something that we will be using for the entire term. Okay, in deploying your course materials, and at the same time this is also where you would do your homework. Okay, so yung homework is given on a weekly basis. Ang ko dito is you would have to do your homework on a weekly basis. Okay? But and you would do it in here. Although I would give you your homework through Teams, pero dito siya mapupunta. Okay? Because these two, yung Teams natin tsaka tong OneNote are actually integrated naman inside the Microsoft servers. Okay. So my question is, were you able to install the OneNote app already? Sino na nakapag-install dito?
Ako, sir.
Sino? Ay, hindi, ganito pala. When we are on session, may papala pala muna ako bago tayo balik ito. When we are on session, what we do, okay, is kasi may mga times na magtatanong ako ng yes or no question. Yung questions ba ng sagot lang ay either yes or no. Okay. When I ask a yes or a no question, okay. If your answer is yes, okay. Simply raise your hands. Okay. So may feature naman to na raise your hands kapag ganitong session. Okay. So if your answer is a yes to a yes or no question, simply raise your hands. Okay? So, para mas mabilis din yung interaction natin. Okay? So, ulitin ko yung tanong. Were you able to download and install the OneNote app yet? So, naka-raise na ng hands si Mr. Pangatungan, si Mr. Tanmatay, naka-raise na rin. So, that means yes, si Goritana naka-raise na rin. Okay, madali ako mag-isa-isa dito kasi 4 lang kayo. So, si Mr. Francisco hindi pa nakapag-install. Siguro, kasi hindi pa siya nag-raise ng hands. Okay, anyway, so please do install it. Sige, paki-lover na siya. Okay, thank you. So ganun tayo ha, kapag yes or no yung questions natin. Simply raise your hands para mas efficient yung interactions natin. Okay. So I am recommending you to install this kasi nga para mas mas madalian tayo sa paggawa nito. Okay. Or mas madalian tayo sa paggawa, especially nung homework. And of course, dito nyo kasi makukuha rin yung course materials natin. So it would be easier to read on a wide screen, okay, on a larger screen, okay. Although pagka for example, on the go kayo at gusto niyo magbasa, okay. Ito. You can install the OneNote app in your mobile phone, okay, and then you will be able also to access this, okay, para nababasa niyo rin siya kahit medyo naglalakad-lakad pa kayo. Okay, so if you have already installed that, the next step that we need to do is to have your class notebook for this course to be seen in your OneNote app. Okay? So, first thing, i-log in nyo muna siya dito. Okay? So, if you are not yet logged in, dito nyo makikita yung button. This is where you can ako pala hindi pa nakalagi. Pero dito na yung mga notebook, so it's fine. Say, mamaya na mag-log in kasi nakikita ko naman siya. Okay. So, ibang account kasi nandito. So, ayan. So, anyway, log in here using your NUIS account. Okay? And then, after logging in here, ganito gagawin nyo para ma-integrate. Kasi what would happen is that you would be able to see all of your notebooks here. Okay? On this side. Okay? So, pero at the start, pagka kaka-install nyo pa lang ito, hindi nyo makikita ito. Even if naka-login na kayo. Hindi nyo makikita yung notebook nyo dito. Okay? So, for you to be able to see that notebook, okay, punta kayo sa Teams. Okay, so, punta tayo sa Teams natin. Ayan, ito yung Teams natin. Okay, this is our Teams. Okay, now, you go to this class notebook tab here. Okay? Go to that class notebook tab. Okay? And then that opens the class notebook but inside the Teams app. Okay? So in this case, pwede na kayong gumawa. Actually, pwede niyo nang i-manipulate ito. Okay? In this case, for example, you can see you can click on this button to be able to see the notebooks, to be able to see the spaces, okay, or the sections. We call this the sections, okay, in your notebook. Okay, pero in your case, you only have the collaboration space, the content library, and your own space, okay, which should contain two sections. Okay, halimbawa tingnan natin yung kay Mr. Coritana, no? His notebook would contain 2 sections. Okay, yung handouts and class notes section, tsaka yung homework section. Okay, so these 2 are primarily what I placed inside your private notebooks. But you can add later on. You can add sections later on if you deem it necessary. Okay? So, I'll teach later kung paano siya gagawin. Okay, but in this case, yung mga nakita nyo, interface ko yan. Okay, so that means you would be able to check na may access ako sa mga notebooks niyo. And I would be able to see what you are doing in each of your notebooks. Okay? Now, for example, you can go to content library, which should contain wala pa pala ako naglalagay dito. Mamaya pa lang pala. Pero ganito yung basically magiging laman yan mamaya. Okay, I will place a week 1 section there which would be our course material for week 1. Okay? And then that would contain something like this. Okay, which contains the reading materials for that particular week. So ito yung magiging content ng lesson natin for this week. For week 1. Okay, actually tapos na yung week 1. Okay, we are in the week 2 already. Okay, so but in any case, that would be the lessons, or that would be the readings for this week. Okay, so which should include a homework. Okay, although that homework would be, ako na bahala maglagay ng homework niyo dun sa mismong niyo, sa mismong homework section niyo. Okay, so ganito yung more or less makikita niyo sa niyo. Okay. Now, pero as you can see, medyo maliit yung screen. Okay. And even if you you close this one, medyo maliit pa rin siya. Okay. So that is why I am asking you to install the OneNote app para medyo mas malaki yung kita ninyo. Okay. So this is how you're going to to open this or to integrate this class notebook into your OneNote app. Okay. So you click this you click this drop down button. Okay. And then you open this on the desktop app. Okay, again, you click this in this tab, class notebook tab of your Teams. Okay, click this, open in browser tab, drop down button, and then open in desktop app. Okay, now wait for some time. Okay, do wait for some time for your OneNote app to sync with your Teams. Okay, and then what would happen is i-open niya ngayon ito. Yung kung ano yung nakikita nyo ngayon. So that is my class notebook now. That will be our class notebook now for your for this course or for this class. Okay? Is that clear? Okay, dalawa lang yung nag-respond. So, we don't know what is what is happening with the other two. Pero if you're encountering problems, please do inform me, ha. Okay. So, ayun. If available, paki-try nga siya. Okay? Please try that those steps and see if you can actually if you can now use your OneNote app. I'll give you some 2 to 3 minutes for that.
Sir, pwede po ulit. Sorry po, nag-choppy sir yung connection.
Balikan natin yung sa team. Sige. So, dun sa Teams natin, okay, open natin yung Teams natin. Punta ka dun sa go to the class notebook tab, okay, which should open this one, okay, and then click on this on this open in browser, and then click open in desktop app. Now this that will trigger, okay, the Teams to open the OneNote app and then sync the class notebook into your OneNote. Okay. Tapos, dapat, ang makikita nyo susunod is, ito na dapat, yung class notebook ninyo. Okay. With your own set of tabs or with your own set of section groups. Okay. It's supposed to be, contain 3 section groups. Yung collaboration space, your content library, okay, and your own notebook, okay, which should look something like this one. Meron siyang dalawang sections, handouts and class notes, tapos homeworks. Sige, okay lang. Medyo mahirap talaga kapag ganitong naka-online session. That is why as much as possible I would like to try na to implement yung mga critical na na tasks, especially mga quizzes and mga exams in in live, kasi kino-consider natin yung ganyang scenario na nahihirapan tayo sa internet. Kung lecture lang na medyo nagloloko yung internet connection nyo, okay lang naman kasi lecture lang naman yun. I mean, pwede nyo naman siyang balikan because this is recorded. Okay, but quizzes and exams, medyo mahirap yan kapag nagloloko yung connection natin. Okay, so, ayun. Now, were you able to try this dun sa mga mga nakakasunod? Nakita nyo na ba siya? Okay. Ayun. Okay, now, let us try to navigate. Okay. Let us try to navigate this this on out here. Okay. Although I plan to write a guide, okay, on how you can actually do some navigation para masundan niyo ulit siya if ever na hindi din siya nasundan ngayon. Okay. Pero I plan to write something pa, okay, in order for us to be informed. Okay. So ganito. Let's start with the content library, okay, which would contain your course materials. Okay. So as I said, your content library would be organized in terms of weekly topics to be discussed. So, igugrupo ko ito, like for example, on week 1, ito yung mga i-discuss natin, week 2, ito yung mga i-discuss, week 3, ito yung i-discuss natin, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that is how we will organize your content library. Okay. The thing is that your content library is uneditable, which means whatever I would place inside the content library you would not be able to edit everything that I would place inside the content library. Okay? So, meaning, lahat ng mga nandyan ay magiging intact. Okay? But, what you can do is you can actually copy pages, okay, from the content library into your own page. Okay? So, kung lecture yan, ang suggestion ko is i-copy nyo siya dun sa handouts and class notes page o section. Okay. For example, ganito. Halimbawa this is the class notebook that we used last term. Okay. So, this is the content library. This is how I organized the content library in the previous term that I handled this course. Okay. So, makikita nyo, may mga section siya dito. May nilagay lang ako na announcement section which would contain instructions for example, may nilagay akong course notes, okay, which contains a course calendar, important links, and the grading system and contact information. Okay, so what I would likely do this same thing into your content library. Okay, so that meron kayong calendar. Alam nyo ngayon kung kailan kayo mag-submit ng something. Okay, so we'll explain these deadlines later on para mas malinaw siya. And meron kayong ready reference kung saan nyo makikita, especially the recorded lectures and synchronous sessions. I post it over YouTube before YouTube. Pero although baka ituloy ko yung practice na yun sa pagpo-post sa YouTube, pero baka magbigay ako ng alternative link in terms naman ng Microsoft Stream. Okay? Hindi ko kasi alam kung are you using the school's Globe Wi-Fi router? Who among you are using that package? Yung sa Globe? Mukhang wala. Okay. So kung wala, anyway, pero supposedly dapat may darating. Ganun ba yun? Follow up mo. Kulitin mo. Kulitin mo yung ano. Or, hindi ka, wala ka sa Manila, di ba? Nasa Cavite ka kung tama yung pagkakatanda ko. Hindi yata ano, baka yun ang problema. Baka dahil lang sa Cavite kaya hindi nila may deliver sa'yo. Anyway, I'll see what I can do to help. I'll open this up sa ano sa college na meron pang hindi nadadatnan ng kanilang globe ano. Okay. So pero try to also to follow up with the registrar if what problems are they having. Kasi alam ko rin may mga taga outside Metro Manila din naman, mga taga Bulacan na nakatanggap naman na yata no sa kanila. Okay, although alam ko matagal din dumating. But in any case, ayun, I was thinking kasi if kasi from what I know, that Globe package, yung data nila, yung mobile data nila has been divided into two parts. Okay, the one part is strictly educational purposes. That means you can only access websites that are related to say yung access nyo sa Microsoft Teams o yung access nyo sa iba pa. Okay, so Globe charges it to that set of and the other one is open access. Okay, so hindi ko alam kung ang YouTube is being used which of those data Globe charges yung access sa YouTube ninyo. Okay. So, although some of my students naman, we're not complaining. Okay, kasi nga dina-download pa nga nila yung recorded lecture ko. So I don't know if where are they being charged. Okay. But still, if there is a chance that charge yun sa open access, we'll try to minimize that by also providing links to Microsoft Stream, which I believe baka i-charge naman sa education education part niyo dahil yun madedirect naman ng Globe na that's for study. Okay, dahil part siya nung Microsoft natin, access natin. Okay? And who would post social videos to Microsoft Stream. So wala naman silang audience there. So in any case, I'll try to do both the YouTube and the Microsoft. Makikita niyo bibigyan ako ng link something like this. Okay? So in terms naman ng course calendar which I would be providing you later on basta within the week. Okay, this would tell when will your homeworks be submitted, okay, and when will you have your quizzes, okay, and when will you have your exams. Okay, so you have to remember this. Number one, I'll be dividing I'll be categorizing your due dates or deadlines for homeworks. This is just for homework. Okay, I'll be categorizing your homeworks, your deadlines for homeworks as either soft sulat natin dito. I'll be categorizing them as either soft deadline or hard deadline. Okay? Now, when I say soft deadline, it means it's a deadline, but it doesn't be strictly implemented as deadline, which means you can submit beyond that set date. Okay? Yung hard deadline is something that is set as hard. Okay, which means that ultimately that will be the last day of submission for that particular homework. Okay, and beyond that, hindi na tatanggap ng submission. Okay, so we would be categorizing the due dates for your homeworks in this manner. Okay, so ibig sabihin magse-set ako ng 2 deadlines para sa isang homework. Okay, and that hard deadline would be the ultimate deadline of it, which means after that hindi na ako tatanggap ng homework, whatever your reason might be. Okay, I'm sorry, but that would be the policy na i-implement natin. Okay. And here's the thing. Medyo may lesson din ako natutunan with the past term na medyo natutunan ko that I could not give a hard deadline that is too near the submission kasi I really have to wait for everything to be submitted before I can actually check your work, or which delayed everything in my case. Okay, and then there's also happened with me personally. So lalo ako na-delay. That is why medyo late talaga ako mag-submit ng grades. Pero ayun. But still, I would like to implement that soft and hard deadline. Pero ganito yung magiging technique natin ngayon. Say for example, magbibigay tayo ng homework ng week 2. Okay. We will have a homework for week 2. The soft deadline for this one is normally set before we can have our quiz 1. Okay. So, yung soft deadline yan will be set before quiz 1. Okay. So, quiz 1, we would likely be conducting. Again, this is I am trying to estimate at this point. Okay, but this would be changing when we have set some things. Okay. For one thing, maglalagay muna ako ng course calendar tentatively, pero please be open please be reminded na nababago siya as we go along. Okay? So, for example, yung week 2 natin, we will have it before we have our quiz 1. Okay? Ang quiz 1 natin would be be set probably by week 4. Okay? So, ang week 4 natin is actually yung first week ng January ng pagpasok natin. So we will choose a date within that week, okay, where in which we will have our quiz. Okay? So that would be yung quiz 1 natin. Yun yung soft deadline para sa week 2 ninyo. Okay? Pero ang hard deadline yan, isi-set natin most likely at week 7. Okay, so for example, kung binigay ko sa inyo yung homework nyo ngayon, you have 2 weeks in order for you to finish working on the answers for week 2. For week 2 homework. Okay. Pero kung hindi niyo siya magagawa within that time frame, you still have until week 7 to complete that one. Okay. Ano ba significance ng week 7? Week 7 is supposedly the midterms. Okay, pero later on, isasabihin ko rin naman sa inyo na hindi tayo mag-midterm exam. Wala tayong magiging midterm exam. Okay, so i-explain ko mamaya kung bakit. So ayun, pero we will look at week 7 to be the halfway. Okay. The halfway of our term. Kaya dyan natin lalagay yung midterm natin. Okay. So, ayun. Pero we will set the hard deadline for week 7. Okay. So that's the hard deadline for week 2 homework. Okay. Now you would be seeing this as okay. So ibig sabihin, meron pa pala akong week 7 para gawin yung week 2 homework. Okay. That is hopefully something that you have to discipline yourself in terms of that mindset. Okay. Hindi dahil sa binigay ko yung hard deadline sa week 7, it means na gagawin niyo siya sa week 7. Okay. Number 1 reason na bakit na dapat hindi niyo siya ganun isipin na gawin. Okay. Number 1, yung week 2 homework nyo kasi is something that you need to study para makapagsagot kayo ng quiz 1. Okay. Because some of the quiz 1 is related kung ano yung mga homeworks that are to be submitted before the conduct of that quiz 1. So in that case, that's week 2 and week 3 homework. Kasi yung week 3 homework niyo is also submitted before quiz 1. Okay, it would be submitted before quiz 1. So which means you have, for example, in this case, you have 2 homeworks that are to be submitted before quiz 1. Okay. Pero soft due date pa rin yan. Again, yung week 3 ninyo would still have a hard deadline of until week 7. Okay? So, supposedly, dapat sagutan niyo itong mga homeworks niyo before kayo mag-quiz 1. Kasi parang yun ang magsisilbing review ninyo. Okay, for that particular quiz. These homeworks. Okay? Is that clear? Okay. Now, the second reason na dapat kasi pakibaba na yung kamay. The second reason that why you should not have that kind of mindset, okay, is that bukod sa week 2 at week 3 na mag-hard deadline sa week 7, pati yung iba nyo pang homeworks, okay, say week 4, week 5, at saka week 6 na homeworks niyo, lahat yan magkakaroon ng hard deadline sa week 7. So imagine this scenario that you were thinking na, meron pa ako hanggang week 7 para magpasa ng mga homeworks. Okay? But the thing is, meron kayong 5 homeworks na ipapasa on week 7. And if you attempt to do this, okay, in this very near deadline, in this on the days na malapit na yung deadline, okay, it's likely na kapag nagka-problema kayo, like for example, nawawalan kayo ng internet, okay, or magka-problema kayo with another thing, okay, baka personal or something like baka mawalan na kayo ng time para maggawa ng homework niyo. And therefore, that would hinder you to submit homework before the hard deadline lapses. Okay? And again, as an official policy, pagkatapos ng hard deadline, we will not be accepting any more submissions. Kasi I believe I have given you ample time to work on this. Okay? And therefore, yung mga reasons that would be given, okay, just before the deadline lapses would not be entertained na. Okay? For one thing, I have already informed this class on what to expect. Okay, and therefore I expect you to plan and strategize based on the information that I have given you during this time. Okay, so pero still, if you would be encountering problems, okay, still please try to inform me as early as you can realize that you would not be able to fulfill some of the requirements. And from there, let's see what we can do. Okay, tingnan natin kung anong mga considerations yung pwede nating i-extend. Okay, I'm not saying na magko-consider tayo. I'm saying that I would be evaluating on giving considerations based on many things. Okay, including thinking of what are you intending to do. Okay. I fully trust naman that you would always be honest in terms of whatever reasons that you would give me kapag pero I would see to it pa rin that we would the policies would always the course policies would always prevail. Okay? So, yung pagbibigay ng considerations is on a case-to-case basis. Okay? So, is that understood? Okay, so sige. Pababa mo na ng hands. Okay. So that's soft and hard deadline. Okay. And then with regards to your quiz, we will be having 4 quizzes, or we will be scheduling 4 quizzes. Okay. Now, ayoko kasing nag-i-schedule ng quiz na live quiz. kumbaga parang ayokong ibigay sa inyo yung quiz na ng 2 hours lang. Okay? Mainly because I don't want then to pressure you on having the quiz tapos tapusin yung quiz within 2 hours tapos pressure pa na baka mamaya within 2 hours mawalan kayo ng internet, di pa kayo magsabit. So pare-pareho lang din tayo may stress. Alam ko may stress kayo sa ganung senaryo. Mas lalo na rin ako. Okay, kasi hindi ko rin naman alam kung ano yung eksaktong gagawin ko kapag nandoon ako sa situation. So what I would be intending to do, okay, is to assign quizzes on a longer interval of time. Okay? Last term, ang practice namin is that we are having our quizzes on a Wednesday kasi karamihan sa atin or karamihan ng is wala namang classes ng Wednesday. Will that be especially true to you also? Wala tayong klase pag Wednesday? Okay. So, ayun. But not all colleges kasi implement that university break thing. Okay. Baka nga within our college baka meron pang mga ibang programs that that have classes during Wednesday. Pero I think it's a practice within the ECE and CPE department that that observe Wednesday as a university break. Okay. So, we will so in that case we can try to break that that practice din, pero once in a while lang naman, hindi naman every week meron kayong Wednesday quiz. Okay, so meron lang tayong mga weeks na gagamitin. Okay, 4 weeks bale. Okay, 4 weeks that we would consider having a quiz on a Wednesday. Okay. Pero your quiz would be given to you on usually binibigay ko siya on a 12-hour span. Okay, parang binibigay ko siya ng 12 noon. Okay. And then it ends at 12 midnight. Okay, or the submission is due at 12 midnight. Okay, so I'm thinking of doing that same that same practice. Okay. In order for us to have a longer quiz for you to write your reports better, okay, and be able to submit better submissions. Okay, so that would really show that you have learned. Okay, so yun yung ipa-practice ko. Okay. So, I will give you the schedule of the quizzes, okay, on a later time. Basta within this week. Gagawa ako ng similar calendar like this one. Yung nakikita nyo sa ngayon. I would make something like this, okay. And then para meron kayong ready reference, okay. And then as I said before, I'm not planning to have a midterm exams. But rather, we will have a final exams. Okay? That would cover everything. Okay. So, of course, the final exams would be given on the final week. And that final exams would just cover everything. And sasakupin din natin yung buong week for you to have the final exams. So, the whole final week is dedicated for you to have the final exams. Okay. So, that also means na i-deploy natin siya sa start ng final exams, tapos ang deadline nun is the end of the final exams. Okay? So, is that clear? Okay, so I hope okay tayo doon sa ganung policies. Pero if you have still concerns and inquiries about those kinds of policies, please do inform me. Okay, so ayun. Now, so isa sa magiging laman ng niyo is tong announcement Okay. Another thing na baka magkaroon kayo sa content library is that Something like this. I'll call this teacher's notes. Okay. So, during discussions, pag nagdi-discuss na tayo, I'll be making scribbles like this one. Magaganyan-ganyan ako. Okay, during the discussions. Okay, so I would also like you to have this notes of mine. Okay, para kasi yung iba, may mga examples ako, for example, dito. May examples ako dito na nandito rin yung solution. Okay, dito ko rin siya sinosolve. Okay, although I think at this time wala pa akong wala pa akong writing tab nito. So medyo yung pinasusulat ko dito, medyo mouse pa. Okay, so nakita niyo naman walang pinagkaiba. whether mouse or hindi, mas naman to, mas solid naman tong writing tab na meron ako ngayon. Okay, so ayan, ito pinasusulat ko, mouse pa lang ito. Drawing ko, pinasusulat ko using mouse. Okay, pero this time meron na kasi ako ginagamit na writing tab. So this is much easier for me to use. Okay, pero I mean, I would like to share this to you para yung mga ibang bagay, like for example, mga solutions, ayan, katulad ng mga yan. Okay, may share ko pa rin sa inyo. Okay, so at least may reference din kayo. Okay, so we'll call that teacher's notes. So makikita nyo dito ngayon yung mga lessons, okay, that I was able to use these notes. Okay, so magkakaroon tayo sa content library niyan. Okay, and then of course yung main part natin, which is the weekly lesson content or materials, weekly materials. Okay, so meron tayong dito yung mga weekly natin. Okay, I'll start this with the intended learning outcomes for the course. I mean for that week. Okay. And then yung mga lessons ng covered for that week. Okay? Now, anything that you would have here in the content library is something that is editable on your part. So meaning kahit anong ilagay ko dito, wala kayong magiging control over it. Okay? You can just read them pero you cannot do something about them. Okay? But if you want, okay, if you would like to do some notes, okay, para ma-inject nyo rin yung sarili nyong idea about that. Okay, you can actually create a copy. Okay, and then paste it into your own notes. Okay. For one thing, you can select, say for example, you can select one of these, like this one, basic concepts. Then you simply right-click that one, and then click copy. Okay. Click nyo yung copy. Okay, and then punta kayo sa notes ninyo. Say for example, halimbawa lang punta tayo sa notes ni Senyorin, halimbawa. Okay, tapos muna tayo sa class notes niya. Okay. You can paste it here sa mo. Okay. I have full control of all your class notebooks. Ibig sabihin, pwede kong i-manipulate yan by adding pages or by deleting pages. Okay. Although I won't delete any page out of that. Hindi naman ako ganun kasama. Pero I would add pages, especially sa homework niyo. Ako mag-a-add ng mga homeworks niyo sa homework section niyo. So I would add, for example, that one by pasting it there. Okay, so may sarili na kayong kopya. Now, this is something that you can manipulate on your own. Pwede nyo lagyan to ng notes. Okay? Pwede nyo rin yung sabay-sabayin kasi yan, isa lang yung kinapi ko eh. Okay, pero instead of having only one, you can actually select more of them. For example, click this 1.2. Okay, and then press shift. Okay, in your keyboard, you press shift. And then click in this 1.4. So you would be able to select from 1.2 up to 1.4. Tapos right-click, okay, and then copy that, okay, and then you go to your destination. You go to your selection, and then you click paste. So you now have all your pages on your own class notebook, on your own student notebook. Okay? Is that clear? Okay. So, in that case now, again, sige, pababa na lang. In that case, you'd now be able to manipulate here, manipulate something here. Because this is now your own copy. So, pwede na kayong gumawa ng sarili yung mga notes. Everything in the content library can be copied into your own class notebooks. Pero I'd suggest that you use, you use this section for that. Okay? I would like you to use these handouts and class notes for that one. Okay? So, although pwede naman kayo gumawa ng sarili nyo section pa. Okay, pwede yung halimbawa, buong week 1 yung i-copy nyo. So, week 1, gumawa na kayo ng section ng week 1. Okay, if you want to organize your stuff with that technique. Okay, pero kung hindi naman, just simply use this handouts section. Okay. Yung homework section niyo is something that I would be placing your homeworks into. And automatic yun kasi what I would use to deploy your homeworks is the teams. So, made-deploy yung homework niyo within the teams. Pero, yung page that you need to edit in order for you to write your answers to your homework, okay, would also be seen here in the OneNote. Okay? So, ang gagawin nyo doon is, after nyo masyang magawa sa homework, dito, okay, ita-turn in nyo siya sa Teams. Okay? In order for me to know na nakapagpasa na kayo. And you are now readying you are indicating that your work is ready to be graded. Okay? Tandaan nyo, merong soft deadline tsaka hard deadline. So, more or less, mag-check ako ng mga homeworks niyo after the hard deadline. Okay, kasi nga that's the time na hindi na tatanggap yung submission. Okay, so therefore I can now check everything. Or I can now evaluate everything. Okay? So I hope that is clear na itong homework section ninyo is something that I would be responsible for providing you the homework. Okay? And your responsibility here is to edit, okay, this one, and provide your answers. Okay? Is that clear? Okay, so sige, pababa ng hands. Okay. You can expect that your homework ayan. Actually, ito yung lumang version ng homework eh. Parang ganito siya. You can expect that your homework. By the way, pwede nyo bang palakihin tong screen na to by actually clicking this one para ma-unpin siya and therefore you now have a larger screen to read and work on. Actually, at the start then, you would be seeing this, you would be bugged by this, baka you would be bugged by these tools. Okay, so kapag gusto niyo pa ng mas malaking screen pa, okay, you can actually unpin this one by clicking this, collapse the ribbon button. Okay, para nakaganto lang siya. Anyway, accessible pa rin naman yung mga tools. Okay. Yun nga lang, na-hide siya once that your mouse is not there. Okay. So, ayan. Now, you would be seeing your homework something in a format something like this. Ganito muna yung base format para din makita niyo siya sa umpisa. Ito, picture only. Ayan. Ganyan yung base format niyan. Okay? So, you now have your questions. Okay? Tapos, kasi naka-table yan eh. Okay? Naka-table form siya. So, this is the first row of the table. This is the second row. So, you write your answers the row after that question. Okay? So, dun kayo, yun yung space ninyo. That is the space provided for you to write your answers. Okay? So, as you can see, you can type your answer here directly. So, kung may answer yan. So, supposedly may answer yan. Na word. Okay? You would be typing your answers there. Okay? So, pwedeng type written. Okay? Katulad niyan. Okay? And then, say for example, you end your answer. And then, that's it. Okay? Pero still, you can type your equations. Okay. For example, your answer requires an equation. Okay. You can basically insert equations here. So insert equation. Okay. O kaya as a shortcut, ayun, yung nakikita niyo na yun. You can press Alt and equal into your keyboard simultaneously. So for example, gamitin natin yung shortcut. Press Alt and then equal at the same time. So lalabas yung equation field ngayon. Then from there, you can now type equations. Like for example, f of x, okay, or let's have f of s na lang. Okay, equals, okay. Say for example, you would be writing a fraction. Okay, you can press insert and then, sorry. So naka-equation mode na pala kayo, no? You would have an additional tab here called equation. So you click that one and then papakita niyo sa inyo lahat ng options niyo about equations. So if you want to insert a fraction, then click this one. Okay, and then click this because that's how our fractions would most probably be looking like. So you have this. And then you put your mouse here, your cursor here. Okay. And then you can type now s, okay, squared. Yung symbol na yung para sa exponentiation is the symbol above the number 6 in your keyboard. Okay? So that's s squared. Okay, plus 2s plus 3. Okay, and then press the down arrow para mapunta kayo sa baba ng fraction. Okay, and then press s cube space plus 2s squared plus 3s plus 2. Okay, so that's how you can write your equations. Okay? So, nandito lahat ng tools. When you open up an equation, the tools that you need to have to be able to effectively write your equation would be available here, including yung mga Greek letters. Okay? There is a Greek letter section under this menu. So, nandiyan yung mga Greek letters na kailangan niyo. Okay. Although, for example, para may mga shortcut din kayo. For example, this is theta, right? Okay. So, yung theta can actually be written with the shortcut na \theta. So, which means kapag ginawa ko siya dito. Okay. So, for example, let's put a space here, there. And then I'll write \theta. That's \theta. And then I press space. I have the Greek letter theta. Okay, so may mga shortcuts yan para mas mabilis din kayo makapag-type. Okay? Is that understood? Sige, pakiba mo na. But that is not the only way that I would restrict you in providing your answers. Okay, so alam ko that skill, something like this, would actually take time to learn. Although I'd encourage you to learn this kind of editing your document. Dahil kailangan nyo rin naman yan in the future. Kailangan nyo ng mastery ng document editing in the future work. Okay, so I would encourage you to do this. Pero if you are really uncomfortable with writing your answers using this method, okay, or if there is something that you need to write pero hindi nyo alam kung paano siya gagawin, for example dito sa OneNote or sa Word, basically what you can do in the Word is something that you can also do here. Okay? Kung hindi siya magagawa ng ganyan, dahil, for example, meron kayong gustong i-drawing or meron kayong gustong i-present that you cannot do, you don't know how to do this. Okay? There is another option naman that you can use to submit your answers. And that involves you writing your answers on a piece of paper and then scanning your answers. Or scanning the paper. Katulad ng ginawa niya dito. Okay? But I would like to point out that this is scan. not take a picture. Okay? Kasi pag take a picture, tulad nung pinpoint out ko in one of my posts, if you take a picture, there's a tendency na makakita kayo ng mga shadows o kaya your image has been tilted, in which some parts of the paper will not, some parts of your image will not be readable. Okay? So what I suggest is use a scanner app, okay? With your mobile phone para ma-scan niyo siya katulad nito. Okay, exactly. Ito yung eksaktong pagkaka-scan na gusto ko sana. And this is not done using a scanner machine. Okay, this is just done using a scanner app in a mobile phone. Okay? So makikita niyo na meron lang konting dito sa pating to, medyo hindi lang pero that's fine. At least yung buong mababasa ko. Okay? Another thing na pwede niyo sabihin about scanned images that yung uniformity kasi nung inclination. Okay? So in fact, your scanner app would actually correct for the inclination of your paper when you take the picture. Hindi na kayo mag-effort na mag-phone na talagang ipapantay yung gano'n. No. Kahit na medyo slight na tilt kayo, the scanner app would automatically adjust it to be flat. Okay? So, pwede nyo gawin ito if you don't really know how to edit, okay? And you're running out of time, for example. So, the only way that you can submit answers is by writing that on a piece of paper and then scanning it and then placing it here. So this is yung pag-upload naman nito is can be done by inserting picture. So you save your image into your workstation kung naka-workstation kayo, and then save that into your and then upload it using this is insert picture command. Okay, is that understood? Okay, so sige. When you are working on your reports, or when you're answering questions, you can use those types of method of answering. So either this one o kaya directly i-type niyo siya. Okay? Or pwede niyo naman paghaluin. Pwedeng some parts of your paper is some parts of your report is directly typewritten, and then the other parts would be something like this. Okay? So, pwede nyo naman siyang paghaluin. So, diskartehan nyo na lang kung paano. Okay? But, what I need you to remember when you are making this kinds of report is that I would actually like you to number one, be very detailed with your solution. Okay? And number two, explain and discuss your solution. Okay, so one thing that you have to remember with this online class is that I am not really seeing you. Okay, and I recognize that there is a very big possibility that you would be sharing your answers with each other, because I don't know what happens behind or outside of Teams. Okay, so hindi ko naman alam kung nangyayari, and I would not really like to stress on me thinking on that. So I do not want to think of rules that would number one, restrict you, okay, in making your work, but at the same time would actually encourage you to copy from others. Okay, so actually it's fine with me that you are talking behind my back regarding these exercises. Wala namang problema sa akin yan. Pero make sure lang that you would submit your own unique report. You would write your own unique report. Okay? And for your report to be unique, okay, one thing that I am looking for is a discussion of the solution. Okay? So, in fact, something like this would not get any credit from me. When if I check this one, okay, wala tong makukuhang credit. Itong ano to, itong assignment na to, itong sagot niya na to, wala tong makukuhang credit from me. Why? Because wala akong nakikitang discussion. So I don't know what happened. Okay? I am not sure what happened. Ayun. I don't know what happened here. Okay? Bakit niya sinabing yan yung overall gain? Okay? So there should be an explanation on why is that the formula for the overall gain. Okay? And then, what happened here? Anong ginawa niya dito? Para saan tong drawing na to? Okay? And so on and so forth. So, some things like this do not make me really understand what you are already know. Okay, so medyo kulang yung yung maraming kulang dun sa niya, sa binigay niyang sagot. So I'm not really sure kung naintindihan ba niya yung ginagawa niya. Okay? And I'm not really sure kung saan niya kinuha yung sagot niya. Again, this lacks this thing lacks any context to be able to get or to deserve a credit from me. Okay, so hindi ito ma-checkan kapag ginamit natin yung ganong standards. And the same thing would apply to you. Okay, I would not be able to check if I am not able to see or to perceive na you have a thorough and full grasp of what you are submitting. So kapag nag-submit kayo ng ganito, asahan nyo na wala kayong makukuha ang score. Whether it's a homework or it's a quiz. Okay? Or it's an exam. So that is why I need you to explain, okay, fully explain your solutions. Okay? In essay writing questions, I would like you to provide context dun sa sagot ninyo. Hindi yung basta maglalagay lang kayo ng sagot. Okay? I would like you to provide more context. Okay. And one thing that you have to remember is that I have an idea of every writing techniques nung ginagamit ng mga authors nung mga libro na ginagamit natin sa course na to. Okay? So if you are just copying your answers for essay writing questions, if you would be just copying your questions from a book directly, okay, I would be able to know it. And for that, you would not get any credit points. Okay? Di bali nang may mga slight error sa grammar, wag lang talagang grossly erroneous grammar kasi baka hindi ko na maintindihan yung gusto niyo sabihin. Pero kapag may slight error sa grammar, and medyo paunti-unti, pero nakukuha ko naman yung thought ng gusto niyo sabihin, then that's fine. Okay. Again, your goal is to make me believe, okay, that you are learning. Okay. So that also means that for essay writing questions, I'm talking about essay writing questions. You would be using the technical terms that we have studied in a correct manner. Okay, hindi yung basta gamit lang kayo ng gamit ng terms. Kailangan tama yung pagkakagamit nyo ng term based dun sa konteksto ng gusto natin pag-usapan. Okay? That's for essay writing questions. Okay. In your homework naman, meron kayong mga questions na may encounter na madalas na hindi naman nagre-require talaga ng essay as a whole answer. Pwedeng isang sentence lang siya. Okay. Baka nga minsan isang word lang kasi pinapa-identify lang yung term. But always remember that when you are providing your answers, provide your answers as complete sentences. I mean, if you're na kayo, you should be able to learn how to answer in complete sentences. Hindi yung pag tinanong kayo na what is the color of the apple, isasagot nyo lang red, na parang grade 1. Okay? Answer in complete sentence. The color of the apple is observed to be red. Okay po, ganun. Hindi yung sasabihin nyo lang kung ano lang yung gustong sagot. Okay? There are underlying questions on a question, okay? Dahil kayo naman ay mature students na. Okay? Konting taon na lang magiging professional na rin kayo. So that is why you should also learn how to answer professionally. pag tinanong kayo, hindi na naman isa yung yung isasagot ninyo. I mean, you also provide context to what is being asked. Okay, and you should be able to learn that skill. Okay? At least in the written form. Okay? Because providing answers in oral form is actually a different matter naman. Okay? So ayun. So I hope everything is clear in terms of how you would be doing your quizzes and your homeworks. Okay, so, is everything clear ba with the class? Sige, okay. Pababa ng hands. So, magbibigay ako ng mga examples ng mga answers sa mga questions. Okay? I would be giving that before we have our quiz 1. Okay, para mas medyo mag-stick sa inyo ng konti. And that you would be able to plan for yourselves on how to write your report during for a quiz. Okay? We should cascade down hanggang homeworks ninyo, hanggang exams ninyo. Okay? So hopefully you would be able to adapt. Okay? So kaya nga isa sa mga post ko before dun sa is you need also to learn how to use yung editors niyo. Okay? Kasi you would be spending a great deal of time in working on them. Okay, so kunin na rin natin 'tong pagkakataon na 'to para matuto tayo ng mga ganong tools. Okay, especially yung iba sa inyo in the future, in the near future, in a few terms, magti-thesis na rin kayo. Okay, so kunin natin 'tong pagkakataon na 'to para mag-aral ng mga ganong soft skills. Okay? So, ayan. So, that would be the content library. Okay? And, content library. Tapos, na-discuss na natin yung gagawin nyo sa class notes niyo tsaka sa homeworks niyo. Okay. Now, another part nung class notebook natin is the collaboration space. Pero I'll use your own collaboration space. Okay. So, sorry, ito pala. So, meron tayong collaboration space dito. Okay, so one thing that you would be able to do with the collaboration space is that both of us can actually write here. So we can actually use this to interact with each other. Okay. Pwede natin gamitin itong collaboration space para makapag-interact tayo ng real time. Okay. So, for example, one thing that we would be able to do with this collaboration space is that we can actually do some seat works during a class. Okay, tapos dito nyo siya isasubmit. Okay, pwede yun. So, what we would do, okay, is simply have another page. Okay, so I'll insert a section, for example. Say, for example, week 2. So, yan siya sa week 2. Okay. And then, you can say, for example, create a page called Introduce Yourself. Yan. Tapos, if your OneNote is open with you, okay, if your OneNote is open with you, please try to find this one. Ang location niya is dun sa ating notebook. Okay, sa notebook natin, okay, collaboration space, tapos look for this section, week 2. Okay, look for that section, week 2. And then if you click that, you would see this page. Okay, don't add another page. Just look for this introduce yourself page. And then write something like, good day, I am Armil Mansura, student of feedback and control systems section ECE P10. So para medyo ma-experience siya, try to write that statement, supplying your own name, okay, into this page. Okay, and then let's see if we can actually see everything, see you doing them in real time. So sige, pa-try nga kung open na yung niyo. Kung hindi pa ready yung class notebook o yung OneNote niyo, you can still do this in your class notebook inside the Teams. So mahanap niyo rin yung same thing dito. Okay? So navigate lang kayo dito. Collaboration space. Okay, tas week 2. You will be able to see this one. And then you can work on that from this environment. Okay, so sige nga, patry nga. Para makita natin kung paano gagana yung collaboration workspace. I'll be waiting for 5 minutes para magawa natin to. Okay, so while you are working, let me speak. So one thing that you have to remember about this is that it would really take some time to sync everything. Okay? So hintayin niyo lang siya para mag-sync. Okay? Minsan nga mag-error pa 'yan. But then kung stable naman yung connection niyo, there should be no problem in syncing these things. Okay? Although sometimes you really have to wait. Ano yung shortcut? Shift F9. Okay, so we see that there are 2 students currently working on this document. Okay, so later on there will be times na gagamitin natin to during SeatWorks. Baka may pasagutan ako sa inyo. Maikli lang, mga maikling problems lang. And then we would be say for example creating your own pages. Okay, mag-create kayo ng panibagong page diyan for your own, tapos doon yung ipo-post yung mga SeatWorks niyo. or yung mga sagot nyo sa SeedWorks niyo, either typewritten or typewritten or yun na nga, baka picture i-scan nyo na lang out of a handwritten note. Okay, so always do prepare some pen and paper pa rin during our class. Baka meron tayong pagawang ganun. Okay, and we will use this collaboration space kung saan nyo isasubmit yung seatwork niyo. Okay? Is that clear? Okay, so sige. Now, so basically that's everything that you would need to know with the OneNote app as of now. Okay. So as you go along, makaka-observe pa kayo ng marami pang features, okay, ng OneNote app which you can take advantage of while working on your reports, on homework, okay, or it would be able to help you or aid you in studying. Okay, so hand in hand, yung the Teams and the Teams app and the OneNote app, they actually interconnect with each other. Okay, so that is why one thing that you would be expecting is that I would be deploying homeworks into your Teams. Okay, and then your homework would actually be deployed into your homework section, okay, into this notebook. Okay, so ayun. Now that actually ends what I need to tell you that I think you need to know urgently before we actually start our lesson. But since there are only 20 minutes before we actually end this synchronous sync session, I'll be continuing na lang on discussing important details about the introduction. Okay? Sa next session na lang. Okay. Pero you have to remember this, that not every lesson that we would be studying here, okay, is to be discussed fully during synchronous sessions. Okay. Of course, we will have synchronous session in order for us to discuss. Okay. But this is not the end all of our study. Okay. For one thing, I would be giving you your recorded lectures. Your recorded lecture. And then reading materials from the and then you can use the recorded lecture and the reading side by side in order to study the lesson. Okay. And use the time that you have to complete to study fully for your in your course. Okay, or the topics that are at hand. Okay. Mahirap kasi na ang thinking natin is that hindi dahil sa hindi tayo nag-synchronous session, that means hindi na rin ako nagturo. Okay, so remember that you will be given materials to work on. Okay, you would be given materials to work on, and therefore you need to use some of the times for you to study those materials. Okay, sa time na to that we are experiencing this, that we cannot go out and do face-to-face classes. Okay. One thing that you have to remember, and this has been ito naman is something that you should be also learning even if there is a provision for face-to-face classes. You have to remember that you have to be able to independently study. Okay? But when you say independent study, it doesn't mean that you have to study alone. Okay? It just means that independent study basically means you don't really rely on me. Okay? As your source of discussion or source of knowledge. Okay? ultimately, I will not be the end all of everything that you need to know about the course. Okay? I'm not the know-it-all in this course. Okay? And I am not really the one to determine how you would learn best. Okay? Um, I know the topics in the course really well. Okay? I know how to deliver them. I can suggest on you how to study specific parts of the lesson. Okay? But I cannot be the ultimate judge of how you would learn the best. Okay? Because you are the only one who can tell how you could learn the topics the best. Okay? Kayo yung talaga makakaalam kung paano niyo matututunan 'tong mga 'to. Okay? Ako lang yung pwedeng ako lang yung pwede niyong tignan para sa information at saka sa materials na pwede niyong aralin. Pero kung paano niyo ma-absorb yung materials na yun is something that should not be dictated by me. Okay? It should be determined by you. Okay? And that is the independent study is all about. Okay? You determine how you learn best. Paano kayo matututo ng maayos. Okay? Kaya nyo bang mag-aral, for example, using the materials that I provide? Kung okay na ba yun? O baka mas komportable kayo na, for example, makinig sa mga ibang lecturer. Okay, sorry about that. Baka mas feel nyo na makinig sa ibang lecturer. Okay? Usong-uso ngayon sa YouTube yung mga Indians na nagbibigay ng lecture. Okay? There is a one point that in this type of pandemic that I would be also doing that one. Okay, although I have materials for for you to consume, for you to watch. Okay. Kaya lang naka Filipino kasi siya. Okay. Most of the time I'm using Filipino in discussing control systems concept Taglish to be more specific about that. I'm using Taglish. So, syempre hindi pang international yung audience ko. So, I can only have my students as my audience. Okay. Although I am planning this term to actually re-record all those things. Okay, but this time I'll try to use English as a medium of instruction. Okay, so that number one, hindi lang kayo yung magiging audience ko. Okay, everyone, okay, including international students, can also consume those content. Especially, nalaman ko na sa advanced math, may hawak ako sa advanced math ngayon. In my advanced math class, there is an ECE that is an international student. Okay, so later on, pag kumuha ng control system siya, sasaluhin ko yan. So that is why I would like to prepare for that for now. Para sa susunod, hindi na ako magre-record ulit. Okay? Tsaka in any case, I would like to establish some kind of uniformity in terms of how I do my recordings din kasi. Okay, so ayoko naman ng iba-iba siya. Over the course of the recording of those materials last term, medyo iba-iba yung ginagamit kong techniques. Okay, so hindi pa ako nakapagsettle. Especially half of that I am using a document camera to write something. Now I have this writing tablet that I can use. So medyo mas mas convenient na siya because I don't have to get out of the OneNote app just to be able to show my solution. Okay, so ayun, although I can provide you with the recording already kasi lahat naman kayo Filipino students, so naiintindihan niyo naman kung ano yung sinasabi ko doon. Okay. It's just that I would like them to re-record those things. Okay. So, siguro pag medyo wala akong time para mag-record ng bago, yun muna ibibigay sa inyo. Okay. So, ayan. So as I was saying, this kind of setup of online classes would only work if you set your mind into that independent study. Okay? Wala namang masama kung ang independent study ninyo or alam nyo na kayong apat or yung mga madadagdag pa sa mga classmates niyo is something na matututo kayo kapag kayo yung nag-usap. Okay, using the material that I provide, you can set your own time in order to do a group study and then talk amongst yourself. Okay, without me facilitating everything. Kasi baka mas komportable kayo na kayo-kayo lang. Okay, so it's okay that you actually talk with each other. During you set a group study session and then you talk among yourselves on how to do, for example, the homework, okay, or how to understand a lesson best. Okay, so pwede yun. Pero ang request ko lang, if you are to do that, please do provide me a recording of that session. Evidence ko rin kasi yun that this is one approach that students can actually go to if you can tawag ito, kung halimbawa na kumbaga alternative learning siya, that instead of the teacher being the facilitator in the group study, it is the student that actually moderates everything. Okay, so baka okay sa inyo yung ganong practice. Okay din naman sa akin yan. Just provide me with the recording and I'm really be glad to have you compensated for that in terms of grades. Okay, so madadagdag pag nagpasa kayo sa akin ng mga ganong recordings, I will make sure na merong madadagdag sa grade niyo. Okay, so they would be credited in terms of additional points sa magiging grade niyo. Okay, so that's one thing. Yung pagiging independent ninyo in terms of determining or pagiging self-reliant ninyo in terms of determining how you would learn best. Now, number 2 that you have to remember and always remember that this online class will not work, okay, if you only think of doing the work assigned to you. Okay? At the end of the day, we are studying, so we need to learn. Okay? Submitting your work, okay, without actually learning something is not a good one. Kasi ultimately, ang magiging ending niyan is mag-fail pa rin kayo. Not in the course necessarily. It might be in the other course, or it might be on your future professional life, or it might be on other things. Okay? So, ultimately, ang mindset nyo dapat dito is that when I submit, I would see to it that what I learned is something that would be reflected on my submission. Okay? Sometimes it is better not to submit than to submit something pero kulang-kulang naman siya and it is void of the fact that you actually have learned. Most especially kung yung pinasa nyo ay makikita ko rin sa papel nung iba yung classmates. Okay, so hindi maganda yung ganong practice. In this scenario na ganito yung klase ng natin. Yung kasabihan, yung sinasabi dati ng iba na pag nangongopya ka niloloko mo lang yung sarili mo. This is never been so true as it is right now. Ito yung point na talagang yung ganon. Talagang lolokohin mo lang din yung sarili mo. Maglolokohan lang din tayo dito kung mag-submit kayo ng something that is not really your work. Okay? Kasi iniisip nyo, naghahabol lang tayo ng compliance. No. We don't just go after complying with what is required. Okay? We go after what you have learned. Okay? So, if you have this feeling na hindi niyo talaga siya maintindihan, okay, without me aiding you in the discussion, okay, pwede niyo naman siyang i-discuss with me. Okay, I mean I'll be open to that kung ang talagang the only way of you learning it is me guiding you in that okay, although I would not really encourage that kind of thinking, pero sa umpisa baka ganun kasi yung ninyo. Kumbaga may sepangs kayo, may separation anxiety kayo with how I teach. Okay? I don't know if there are students like that. Pero if you have separation anxiety with with the manner of with your teacher teaching not teaching you. If it happens in our case, please do inform me about that. Okay. I'll make sure naman that you won't feel na wala rin ako. Okay, kasi may recorded lecture naman kayo. And yung recorded lecture ninyo, naglalagay na ako ng mukha ko dun. Okay, so para ma-feel nyo rin na nagdi-discuss din naman ako. Okay, dati kasi nung third term wala akong mukha sa mga recording. So nagmumukha lang siya, instruction na lang. So I felt like I need to be there. I need to show my face. Okay. During the time that I record so that you feel na talagang dinidiscuss ko siya. Okay. And this might sometimes get boring. Okay. I know na this would be boring at times. Okay. But the thing is that academic things, something like this, are actually boring naman talaga kahit na mapunta kayo sa trabaho. Okay. Wala naman kayo makikita trabaho na ginagawang fun ang lahat. Okay. Madalas sa trabaho, seryoso din. Lalo na kapag may mga meetings or something like that. Okay. And it's not really my job as a university instructor, okay, to make everything fun for you. Okay. So, tapos na tayo dapat sa phase ng buhay natin na gano'n na yung pag-aaral dapat yung pag-aaral natin is ayos may notification na siya na 5 minutes lang daw naiiwan sa time ko. Okay, may bagong update tong Teams. Okay, so ayun. What I was saying is that madalas makikita niyo nagmo-monologue lang din ako. And if you are in my position, you would also feel that sometimes I am marami nagdalaro sa utak ko habang nagdi-discuss tayo ng ganito. Okay, number 1. Dahil nga nagmo-monologue lang ako. Hindi ko alam kung may kausap pa ako o wala. Okay, so I don't know if nandiyan pa kayo. Yun. Tulad yan. Kaya nga nagtatanong ako minsan ng mga yes or no questions para malaman ko kung nandiyan pa kayo. Alam nyo, most especially, kung ganyan kayo kakonti, mas mahirap to medyo mahirap to para sa akin. Okay, so, the thing is, I really need your help in making this thing, easier for me to conduct. Okay, by having a little interaction during this time. Okay. Otherwise, kasi kapag kaganto, magre-record na lang ako eh. Kasi pareho lang naman yung experience. Okay. So, yeah, I know that this will be Okay. So, yeah, I know naman na nandiyan pa kayo. Kaya lang andun lang talaga yung thinking ko na baka wala naman na ako kausap. Okay. So, pwedeng andun lang 'yun. Pero madalas hindi ko naman siya bine-verbalize. Ngayon ko lang siya actually na-verbalize. Okay. So, ayun. That's why you really need to help me out in this Okay. And finally, yun nga, yung interactions natin should not be limited in this kind of sessions. It can extend outside of this of this session. So, ang ko lang is that always think that I am open to accepting your inquiries, your concerns, and I would try to address them as prompt as I could. Okay. Maaaring hindi ko siya kagad masagot, pero sasagutin ko 'yan one way or another. Okay? Alam ko meron kayong mga ma-encounter na problema. I would like to know them, okay? So that hindi ko naman din ma-miss if ever. Okay, so please do inform me always, okay? All your concerns, inquiries, complaints kung meron man, okay? Or suggestions kung meron man. So that we can address them. Okay? So is that understood? Sige. So, ayun. Just a comparison, sige, pababayan ng kamay. Just a comparison lang kasi last term, yung students ko sa Coto Systems, nasa 40 plus. So, kapag ka meron kaming mga ganitong session, kapag ka nagre-raisean sila, marami sila. So, medyo nakakatuwa siya sa tingin. Pero ngayon, since 4 lang kayo, konti lang yung nagre-raise ng hand. So, syempre, iba yung dating sa akin. That is why, medyo mag-a-adjust pa tayo ng konti sa ganitong scenario. Okay, so it's 7 o'clock. Or it's close to 7 o'clock. So I think I was able to discuss naman yung lahat ng kailangan ko discuss sa inyo. Just to introduce you to the things that you need to know as we conduct our course. Okay. So yun lang, intay lang kayo ng konti sa announcement regarding sa future ng course na to. Whether this would be dissolved or you would be merged in another class, or the other class would merge other you, or we would retain. And kung magre-retain man tayo, may babayaran ba tayo or wala? Hopefully, wala talaga. Okay. Pero kung may babayaran tayo in that scenario, again, pipilitin ko na punta tayo sa scenario na wala tayong babayaran, pero halos ganito pa rin yung schedule natin. Okay. So, may possibility naman yun. Tatanong ko lang din kasi sa John Ray kung anong mangyayari. Kasi, yun nga, 5 lang din kasi kayo. Pero if I combine you with the other class, tayo, mas madami tayo. So, actually, 10 pa yun. So, baka may kulang pa rin. Anyway, kung dalawa na lang yung kulang, mas madali lang gawa ng paraan. Kesa naman sa madami pa. Okay? So, I think we can dismiss na. Okay? So, I have to attend to the other class naman. Okay, so I think I will see you next Friday. Okay?
Okay po, sir. Thank you po.
Okay. Kindly
Thank you,
leave the meeting.
sir.
Okay. Kindly leave the meeting na lang Tapos ayun, pupunta na ako sa kabilang class ko.